should be streaming on Twitch right now, but I'm not entirely sure. It might take a little bit for the actual stream to start up. Oh, okay. No, I see myself now. Hold on, let me just move around on the camera a little bit. I just want to see how late this delay is. Okay, it's like 7 seconds, whatever. Back with another chapter from Goda himself. It's been... I don't even remember when the last chapter came out. When did the last chapter come out? There are no dates here. Okay, whatever. But yeah, it's been a bit. Where did the last chapter end off? It ended off as, yeah, we saw Ja Rule, and yeah, he has the sword in his face. Alright, let's get to it. Chapter 1136, The Country That Awaits the Sun. And we see we're in Wano still with the cover story. And Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage. A mysterious hidden base in Udon. A hidden base for Who's Who? Right? That was his name? Who's Who? The guy who fucked up and, like, I don't want to say let Shanks take the Goma Goma no Mi, but that was his fuck up technically. But anyway, let's get on to the chapter. It's so tasty. Even the meat is huge. You better believe the meat is huge. Sorry. This moose reminds me of dinosaur meat. Moose? Damn. They're quite tricky to catch, as ferocious as they are delicious. No task is too great if it's for... No task is too great if it is... Oh my goodness. No task is too great if it's for one's savior. I appreciate it, Hirudin, Stanson. Deal, Gaga. D Gaga. Glad you liked it. It's rare for humans to make it all the way to the Sun Realm. Most confuse the underworld for Elbaf proper. And flee before they find their way up here. Listen up. The mighty Ors was a warrior legendary to even you giants. He'd tower over any of you 3 times over, and guess who finally finished him? That's right, the boy got Usopp. It was me. Way to go, Captain Usopp. Wow, your skin really is blue. You should see Fishman Island. There are as many skin tones as there are fish in the sea. I've always wanted to see a mermaid. No shame in that, they're a sight to behold. Mermaid Cove is more enticing than heaven itself. Whoa, that said, is that Sanji speaking to them? Yeah. My heart soars just as much when I see you giant ladies. Oh, Sanji, you're so silly, so cute. Yeah, this is Sanji's heaven right now, right? Beauties everywhere I look. I'm getting buried in yeah, this is literally Sanji's heaven right now. And what are you? Who? Me? I can answer that with my own blues. My what the heck am I ditty? I guess it's a big wide world out there. Let's toast to it. I'm surprised so many giants have never gone out to sea. Yeah. I kind of assumed they were all pirates. Yeah. Huh? The fuck? Namita, so I want to apologize to you and this other Straw Hat about before. Oh, this is Road. Just all swollen up from the beating he's taken. He ain't gonna be forgiven that easily. But beating a proper apology out of him was the least we can do. Garrett Tasso's sadistic side really makes my heart flutter. Simp. Don't sweat it. It's not like anybody died. Although, that's only because Usopp stopped me. If he didn't, it would have been your head. Yo, Road was that fucking scared by Zoro. Hilarious. Don't tell me you picked a fight without checking their current bounties. You never stood a chance. Road, did you... Okay, so Road really did not know, like, anything about the Straw Hats before he decided to capture them? Like, dog, where have you been? Like, I forget their current bounties. Even, like, 2 bounties ago, that should have been enough for you to be like, oh, okay, sorry. But, whatever. Don't hold me back. Don't hold back next time. Garrett does so. She's so harsh, I can't get enough. Come on, everybody, come on. Everyone born here on Elbaf shares the same dream, to become the next sun god and rule the world. Sun god? Are you kidding me? The sun god isn't a ruler. That's right, he's the god of liberation, more like destruction. You're wrong. Everyone knows he was the god of laughter. Interesting. It's getting rowdy. What's this about a god? Luffy. The sacred Harley texts have been passed down for generations in Elbaf. The legends are written in an archaic language, so there have been countless interpretations. No one can say for sure which translation is accurate, and this is the result. According to the Harley texts, the world has already been destroyed twice before, and the name of sun god Nika is invoked after each instance. Nika. Luffy's just like barely putting it together. Who can say if he was the world's savior? Yo, Nika. This is like that's pretty cool. We see like the actual depiction of Nika. Who can say if he was the world's savior or the great destroyer who brought it crashing down? All we know for sure is he heralds great change. That's why the rulers of the day always tend to fear Nika's return. Nika. That's the guy Bonnie mentioned. Yes, the sun god has become a symbol. Someone the hopeless and desperate turn to for salvation. They say Nika is adorned by white clouds with white hair and white clothes to boot. And he is said to have a contagious booming laugh. No wonder everybody's been saying I look similar. But I'm sure he's got nothing to do with me. Don't be so dismissive, Straw Hat. You'll understand if you were born on Elbaf. We all look up to Nika. Not to defend Rodo, but he wasn't lying about us all sharing the same dream. Loki was the same. I believe his motive for Harold's murder was his attempt to follow in Nika's footsteps. Nothing can justify what he did, Elder. Loki. So he's a good guy? No way. Luffy. He's the accursed prince. There was a prophecy before Loki was born that foretold that King Harold would be slain by his son. Then shortly after his birth, the royal steed, the horse of fortune, died. That was the same year that Linlin murdered the legendary hero Jorul. Oh. So, okay. The same year, I would assume not too long after Loki was born, was the same year that Big Mom murdered Jorul. Interesting. And the tragedies kept coming. A year later, the queen herself passed on. Queen of Elbaf. Interesting. The princeling would go on to use his natural strength to make the realm of the dead his own personal playground. He killed many of those ferocious beasts and tamed the rest. He even released a few into the villages. And that was all by the age of 10. Damn. All right. He was an arsonist. Loki's mischief endangered countless lives. Okay. I'm very much getting the sense that all of this shit that we're seeing here is just from the perspective of the giants, where Loki, I have a feeling what he was actually doing this entire time, maybe he was being interpreted as an arsonist, but maybe he had a good reason for setting those fires. I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but we'll see. He had the authority of a prince and a malicious personality. He caused hell whenever the king wasn't looking. Then finally, In that very castle, Loki killed King Harold, the greatest monarch Elbaf. Oh my god, suck at reading. The greatest monarch Elbaf ever knew. A splendid wise man who tried to connect with the outside world, to get people to see beyond Elbaf's feared reputation as a land of warriors. Lord Jarul was stabbed trying to stop Loki. My helmet saved me in the end. It didn't save anything. It really didn't. It's still just straight up going through your face. Loki's reign of terror. Okay. Loki's reign of terror finally came to an end 6 years ago. He was running amok at sea when Red Hair captured him. Shanks. Shanks really came here? Yeah, in fact, he was just here earlier. I'm not sure where he went off to, though. I wonder if Shanks... Okay. Getting ahead of myself. But, yeah. Zoro was just like, Shanks was here earlier at ECIU. In the village outskirts. I thought you were acting weirdly on edge earlier. That explains it. You realize he is a reviled Kingslayer, right? Everything he told you was obviously just a lie. He said he knew where Shanks... Oh, wow. Zoro just instantly figured it out. Like, Luffy, what the fuck are you talking about? You realize he's a reviled Kingslayer, right? Everything he told you was obviously just a lie. He said he knew where Shanks was. Do you have any idea how badly I want to see him again? Yes, I've heard it about 1,000 times. Sounds to me like he was using that to trick you. I love Zoro's just casual. Yeah, I think I've heard that. I heard you say that like 1,000 times. I get that you want to see Shanks, but it sounds to me like he was using that to trick you. How would you know? You've never met Loki yourself. I haven't. I'm just guessing based on his reputation. I'll tell you everything I know. That includes Red Hair's current whereabouts. If that really was a lie, I'm gonna send him flying. If you're sneaking off to do what I think you are, did you seriously expect to find your way there without me? Yeah, Nami. If you're sneaking off to do what I think you are, did you seriously expect to find your way there without me? That's hilarious. Listen up, Luffy. We'll get the key, but if he pulls anything funny, we'll have to take care of him. Wait, we'll get the key? Y'all are gonna just like straight up release Loki? Unless, are they talking about like, a different key or something? Alright, whatever. Got it, thanks. But why is this guy here? He's my new slave. He's my new slave. Damn. Don't forget, I'm her #1 slave and Sanji's #2. Strong girls really get my blood pumping. He's been struck by lightning, literally. Haha. Mito, so isn't it neat how we're both navigators? Don't ever try to get close to me again. Yes. Hilarious. It feels wrong for guests of honor to bail so early. She. I won't worry. Don't worry, I brought some meat. Have you tried this moose? They're all in a drunken stupor right now. They probably can't remember what they're celebrating. Wait, does Road not know that they're going to see Loki? Say, if all the treasure in the castle suddenly disappeared, would that be a problem, Road? My vision is awful, so I'm sure I wouldn't even notice. Wow. It's amazing that Oda just like introduced even a bigger simp than Sanji, like this quickly, and like from when Road was first introduced, like a couple chapters ago, to now. But anyway, you had this in mind since the beginning, didn't you, Nami? Huh? You're not. Your eyes. Toga, haha. So that's what it is. Okay, they're back to see Loki. Realm of the Dead. Doga, ha 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 ha. If I understand you correctly, then I'm afraid I'll have to step back and refuse your offer. I'm sure it's an honor to be invited to join your noble knights. But that would make you celestial dragons, right? Oh my god. Yeah, the God's Knights confirmed. Okay. I'm sure it's an honor to be invited to join your noble knights, but that would make you celestial dragons, right? Do you really expect anyone on the planet to willingly become scum like that? Aha! Do we have any intel? Okay, I think now we've just more or less confirmed that this is not Shanks, because, come on. But, all the informants we sent to Elbaf reported a giant crow heading for them before their transmissions got cut off. Their weakness is beyond belief. A giant crow heading for them. Karasu, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I'm done just standing by and listening. This is the definition of impertinence. Shoo. God's Night. Gunk. Finally, we're seeing the official God's Night. Gonko. Oh, can she become bandages or something? I don't know. I won't let it stand. Don't be hasty, Gonko. Oh, this guy's about to get cooked. Oh, God, eat him up, wolf. Hey, stay back if you want to keep breathing. Huh, hey, wolf. Yo. Damn. Wolf. No, don't kill the wolf. If we were to spare him, would you change your mind then? So that's how you operate, huh? Well, if that was your offer, I'd accept my friend's fate and wish him peace in death. It's okay to grieve and rage, but a warrior never kicks and screams in the face of death. Aww. I'll swallow all my fury and use it to fuel me when I reduce this world to rubble. I'll swallow all my fury and use it to fuel me when I reduce this world to rubble. Proud proclamation. So yeah, we finally got to see God's Knights in action. And this obvious not Shanks guy, but Gunko, the first official God's Knights that we're seeing now. Stabs, I assume. He still hasn't done much. Besides, yeah, that. Also, I think Loki kind of already figured out that that's not Shanks. Good stuff. No break next week either. But yeah. Sorry. So it's nice to see, yeah, like the Giants. We see a little bit more of their culture, as in like they apparently hardly ever venture out to sea, even though yeah, everybody kind of just assumed that they were pirates. And we also learn more about Nika, which is kind of cool. Where was he talking about Nika? Right here, yeah. It is interesting that like I'm wondering if like Nika, the god himself, like never necessarily existed, but just because like the way devil fruits work, somebody dreamed of like, hey, I wish I could become Nika. And that was the fruit that manifested into Luffy's fruit. But I'm wondering if there was ever actually like a god like Nika that just had the powers without the devil fruit, you know? But yeah. And then I just love that Zoro just immediately figured out that Luffy wasn't yeah, sorry, I'm trying to look at this interaction again. Loki's reign of terror finally came to an end 6 years ago. He was running back from red-haired Captain Shanks. Shanks really came to see her? Yeah. I thought you were acting weirdly on edge earlier. That explains it. Okay. And that is also interesting that the God's Knights, they're also recruiting. They're trying to recruit Loki. Which, yeah, you'd you're asking him to become a celestial dragon, which I don't think anybody would willingly want to do unless they're already just like pieces of shit, like Spandam or something. Yeah, this dog didn't deserve that. This wolf. But yeah, he is getting a warrior's death, I guess. I'm hoping Loki isn't like actually a bad dude. That he's just like he's just like has a complicated history. Because I do like that he's just straight up refusing like the God's Knights. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the story keeps going. I'm gonna end the stream now.